Hi! Once again, I am recording a vlog because things have been a little bit crappy, and this has actually proven quite a good way to keep a track of the crappy times. So here I am again. There also comes into play that part where my hands get really sore and then typing hurts, and so writing blogs is just that little bit more difficult, which is why I think I come back to the camera. So it's been a couple of months, and things have been going really well until the last week. So last time I spoke to you, I said I was starting a sewing project. I finished that. I made a dress named Penelope and wore her to a wedding, and that was all fun. And then I made another dress, and her name was Loretta, and I wore her to a different wedding, and that was fun. And I danced, which was pretty exciting because these little old legs of mine, they ain't been dancing for a while. And yeah, sure, I did suffer for the next couple of days afterwards, but it was worth it. I had a ball. So that's good. So there's something I haven't done in years, really, and I'm glad to be back to it. Along with those couple of big sewing projects, I have been getting out and about a little bit more. I've been to see friends and even made new friends, which is exciting. And yeah, okay. So really, just struggling with the change of seasons. Since just after my birthday, so about a week into October, I have just been flared like crazy. Like, I don't even remember being so sore before, which I think is also a good sign because it means that I've been better in the meantime for this sort of flare pain to be such a shock to the system, which it really is. Like, for the first couple of days, it just, like, I couldn't think. I couldn't think of how to get myself out of this pain, and it was just like pain, can't move, can't think. You know, all I had to do was just sort of sit there and remember to breathe. So yeah, this flare has been really quite bad at times. One thing I've really noticed with this sort of change of season, and I remember this happening last year, so it will pass, and I'll get better. But it's just the way it encompasses my whole body. Like, there is no part of me that isn't sore. Like, there are no joints that aren't affected. And when it really kicks into gear, usually at about 5 or 6 in the evening, when I'm flaring almost no matter what I've done that day, it's going to amp it up early evening. So, yeah, that's usually when I'll take the painkillers. I'll sort of try and get through the day, relieving it, using Feldenkrais and having a bath, relaxing, all these things that I've learnt to do to try and improve my condition. So it's kind of sucked, and it's kind of been good as well. I wish it didn't suck, because I would like to be able to say it's just fantastic and I'm doing well, but that would not be truthful now, would it? Finding Feldenkrais has been amazing. It gives me this sort of empowerment to heal myself and to deal with my own flaring, to take care of my own pain. And it's given me back parts of my body that I didn't know if they were ever going to function again. You know, there were times when I couldn't walk for months at a time. There were times when I couldn't sit up in a chair for months at a time. So to be able to sort of count on my legs a bit more now is just amazing. But, you know, on the other side of the coin, there's the fact that it's a lot of hard work. Um, isn't everything isn't everything worth doing? A lot of hard work because healing, dealing with the chronic pain, it's a slow process. It is so slow. My body's so sensitive; it can only handle a teeny tiny bit of anything before it sort of starts to spaz out and say, "Oh no, this is painful," and "Wow, wow, I'm stupid." Because says a lot. It can be so boring having my day ruled by what I can do instead of what I want to do, especially when I have been getting a bit of function back and being able to sew and sort of rely on my body a bit more to get around. It's really hard to slip back into that I can hardly do anything. My entire focus for the day just has to be take care of the body, do what I can to get the pain down because there is nothing else until that's dealt with. So that's a really hard shift. I've really noticed over the last couple of weeks the way the increase in physical pain causes or influences an increase in anxiety. An increase in anxiety then influences an increase in physical pain, and it's this vicious cycle. Something I've really been trying to do this year is get the anxiety down and recognize when it's these things running around my head are just not things that I need to be worried about. I just don't. They're silly. I'll be sitting there stressing like crazy about what I'm going to have for dinner. It's just ridiculous. And I know it's ridiculous even when it's going on. And that knowledge, it allows me to sort of sit back and see the anxiety, and then I can sort of, console myself with the fact that yes, this is great pain, and yes, I'm feeling confused and a little depressed right now, but I can recognize that it started with the pain, which is something that can be really confusing when you're in chronic pain. I mean, you're in pain all the time. Of course you're going to get depressed or suffer symptoms of depression at some point. You are. There's no one who doesn't, that I know of. But yeah, the depression side of thing, it's just something that's sort of to be expected. And along the way, it's often been hard to tell whether my blues have come from or have caused the pain, or whether the pain has caused the blues. And the honest answer is it's little from column A, little from column B. It's both. It's sometimes one, it's sometimes the other. These things aren't separate entities, the anxiety and the pain. They influence each other. So to bring them both down, I need to be focusing on them both. So that's what I've been doing over the last week while I've been unable to really do much anything at all. It's been a bit boring. But look, I feel a bit better this morning than I did yesterday, so that's a step in the right direction. And hopefully I will keep feeling better. Trying to stay positive because, like I mentioned, it helps. And I'm looking forward to getting back into my sewing again. I have a new dress planned. Actually, I have 2 new dresses planned, but I have 1 new dress planned first because I'm not going to make 2 dress ones. That would be silly. So to keep myself busy, I've just been doing things like reading. I've read a lot of books, which you might have noticed if you're following my blog, because I've taken to reviewing them. It's just kind of fun. It's kind of fun to sit there after I've read something and think about why I liked it or why I didn't like it and write it down. So, something to do. So, yeah. Me, I'm plugging along. I don't know what that means, plugging along. But, yeah, hopefully as the seasons settle down, I shall be able to get some more life back in my life. And until then, I'll see you around. Bye.